Hey y'all, it's me, I'm back, and yes, I still have not taught my Samsung Galaxy camera to start record. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, I see that the Nexus 5 is out, and I'm really confused by how everybody can rave about that phone, all the reviewers can talk about it, and they don't give any credit to LG. It's like Google gets mentioned 50 times, Samsung gets mentioned all these times, and LG, if you even see their name in the article, it's at like the very bottom, or if you're watching a review, very few will they start with the LG. And I just don't understand why they don't get the credit they deserve. I mean, for starters, their UI is so customizable, and why do people hate that? If it were to slow down the system like HTC's used to, I mean, when HTC had all the weather animations and everything, you couldn't get past the screen. You would hit a button, it would just say loading, loading, and it had to go. But, whoops. But LG has the weather animations, my thunder, my lightning, my rain on the glass. I love all that stuff, and it isn't slowed down one iota from all that. And what gets me is like, you used to have to root because there were so many ways to control your device that if you didn't root, you couldn't. But now, thanks to LG, you can change the icons on your phone. You can turn it on and off without even touching a button. You can shut it off without touching a button. You can take not only a screenshot, but you can write all over the screenshot. Okay? I mean, you can put, I don't know, I know you can't see this, but it's little hearts and skulls and any animation, because what LG's keyboard does, and it has the path where you can, enable it so you can swipe. With LG's keyboard, anywhere in the whole system, I'm going to show you the lock screen also. Whoops, not going to show if I do that. Whoops. In the lock screen, I have my owner message, and I've got little hearts and skulls. In LG's UI, anywhere that a keyboard pops up, wait, let me show y'all. Anywhere that a keyboard pops up, let's say we were to go into notes. I don't know if you get a keyboard in this screen, so, oh goodness gracious, forget that. There we go. Anywhere that a keyboard pops up, I don't think you get a keyboard in this screen either. Okay, wait. I'll find one. Just bear with me. Where's the dang keyboard? Oh my goodness. I have to look this way. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. No, that's not it. Okay, let's just say the Play Store, for lack of no other. So, you start to type, you go search, okay? And any character that you type, it types it. Now, it might not know how to look for smiley faces, but that doesn't stop it from letting you keep any of these gazillion animations. And I mean, when you send them in your text messages, they pop up. You put them in your Gmail, they're there. I mean, what more could you ask for in terms of customization, as long as your system's not slowed down? And then even like, suppose you don't want to even look at them. You're like, that's just too much crap, I don't want to see it. So you hit your menu button, and it says, hide or show, whoops, wrong one. And it says, hide or show apps. And every single app in the whole entire thing has little boxes, and you check them, and they go away. And if they're not slowing down your system, what are you going to complain about? Oh, well, they're taking up 2 or 3 precious gigabytes of storage. I mean, really? That's lame. So, I just wanted to say that, I think it's time that y'all do better at spreading the word, because if this, what I think, what you don't understand, the reason why I'm so like, oh my God, I have to have LG here in the U.S. on our carriers, because if they decide, you know, oh, screw those Americans, they don't know what they're doing, and they pull out and they stop having their phones on our carriers, what's going to happen is we're only going to be able to either get the lower end crappy LG flip phones or whatever, or they'll pull out completely, and all we'll be able to do is get like the international version. And at one time I would have said that's not so bad because that's what I want anyway. But I no longer feel that way, because now that carriers have stepped it up so much, where like T-Mobile, no contract, I can subsidize my phone, I get the good phones now, not the junk phones. I get hotspot unlimited, hotspot for free, I don't pay for that. I get unlimited data. I want a phone that a manufacturer has designed to work exactly with my carrier on my tower. A couple of years ago it wasn't like that, but now you really don't want to get a generic phone if you don't have to. So really, if we all pull together, and if you go to Verizon's website and you read some of the some of the reviews about this phone, you're just like, how is this phone not more popular? It just blows my mind. It's just passed over. I just don't understand it. And that's why I don't think y'all are doing your part. Now, let me tell you, I am taking names and kicking ass. Or either kicking ass and taking names. Well, whatever it is, I'm doing it. Because I even told my sister-in-law saw my phone and she was like, that's so great. And I was like, oh, you gotta get it. And I showed her some of the things. And then the next thing you know, I convinced her to get it. But then I started thinking, she's coming from a Fascinate. That thing is little. And she's got little grandchildren. She has a 2-year-old running around that lives with her. And her daughter's about to have a little boy. That phone will not last 20 minutes in her household. So, really, I talked her out of it. I was like, well, it's probably too slippery or whatever. And she's like, oh, yeah. She goes, I've dropped my Fascinate at least 100 times, and it's never broke. So, this is clearly not the phone for her. Too bad. So sad. But I did want to say, if y'all have a somewhat more active lifestyle than me, because I don't do anything. I can treat my little phone like a baby, and I never get interrupted. I'm never rushed. I never have to take a call. So, for me, it's easy to take care of my phone. But even with all of that, I still always keep something really handy nearby on my phone. It serves as a little pad for whenever I put it down, so I don't ever worry about scratching the camera. Did y'all see my new skin? I've got this one on the keys, and then I've got this one. So pretty, but you probably can't even see it. But anyway, I'm derailing. But what I want to say is, if y'all get something like this, it's so convenient because A, it's always a mat for you to lay your phone down. If you got to jump up or whatever, you just lay your phone down. You always have a mat. Or if you need to put it up, it just opens so easily, and it's in there. And even if it were to fall on the floor, it's padded. And it doesn't just drop out because it's got like a little, some kind of metal thingy. So that is a really great thing to invest in. They have them like, I don't know, soft eyeglass case, I guess. Soft padded. Really cool. But anyway, I can't even remember what made me decide to make this video. But I just knew that I had to say... And it's so funny because I get a lot of positive comments, and everybody seems to love the LG so much, and they're like, oh, I'm going to tell my mom, or I told my sister, or whatever. But evidently the word is not spreading quick enough. So really, if you can try just a little bit harder, that would be really great. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Take care. Bye. And of course my camera. I love you, Galaxy camera, but you suck. Okay, stop record.